Hi, this is Hannah, and today we are in the Sinchon area of Seoul heading toward Cafe Chloris. We settled down near the windows where we could get some much needed sun because it's been so freezing. Also, a quick menu perusal, but I definitely think we'll be going with some milk tea. I got chai milk tea, and my boyfriend got coconut milk tea, and we also got a little scone set. I mean, check out that little scone. Before I start eating and drinking my tea, I'm gonna first try to sketch that scone. Mini chat. Sketching in public used to be totally impossible for me. I was so self-conscious. I was so uptight doing it in art school. Honestly, if we went outside to do any kind of field trip or outdoor sketching on campus, I would most likely procrastinate so that I wouldn't have to show anybody my work. It was extremely crippling for me. I was such a harsh critic of my work. Of course, I still judge my work now, but I can enjoy the process more, and I'm kind of happy with how this little scone came out. So, to continue my chat, after graduating art school, I finally started sketching more on my own. But I would say it wasn't until about 8 months later after graduation when I moved to Jeju Island in Korea, where I really started sketching more from life. I worked in a girls' dormitory at an international school, and a lot of the time it was just me sitting on my tush, just kind of chilling, and it was not very stimulating. So I often doodled or I sketched the kids while they were, playing on their phones or doing homework. I sketched the interior of the dorm. I sketched my hands. I sketched my shoes. And sometimes I went to the gym and I would watch the kids play basketball and try to sketch them moving. I really started doing more sketching from life. We decided to be annoying and move to another seat so I could get more views of the interior. I loved the shades and lighting where we were sitting, but I couldn't see much of the rest of the cafe. So, also, moving to Jeju was obviously a pretty big new experience, and so I wanted to explore and memorialize it, and I really wanted to practice my drawing and improve it at that time anyway. I went to a ton of cafes. I sketched the people, the cakes, and the interior. I went outside and I sketched nature. But at that time, I never considered recording myself or the drawings. I even rarely shared my sketches on Instagram, which honestly I used pretty frequently at that time, but it never occurred to me to try to show the really poor artwork. I always wanted to put the shiny bits out, I guess. I also decided to do some colored pencils. In the end, I honestly preferred just the line drawing, but this is what's great about just doing things is I learn what I like and I can remember that for next time. So after a year on Jeju, I moved to Seoul and I really continued to work on art. I've been interested in licensing and pattern design, but at that time I rarely did outdoor sketches. In part, It was because I moved in 2019 in September, so COVID started in Korea earlier. And also, it was really cold and I was adjusting, so I really never went outside. I would say I started exploring and sketching outside again, maybe around 2021. And I just maybe shared my sketches on my Instagram stories, but that was kind of it. Frankly, it wasn't until about a year ago when I started a new job and had a new lease on life because my previous job was so terrible that I basically tried recording myself while drawing and doing these time-lapse drawings of me just painting at home and uploading them as reels on Instagram was extremely satisfying. After several months, I was beginning to wonder if I could kind of try pushing it a little bit further. YouTube always seemed like way beyond my skill set and putting myself out there way more than I'd ever be comfortable to. But slowly but surely, I definitely was getting more interested in potentially pursuing that path. Now, whether I'm going to quote make it on YouTube is a stretch, but I've definitely been enjoying this process so much, and it's honestly been so satisfying to do that I really kind of can't believe it. I've become so much more comfortable sketching outside over the years, but now I can even record myself doing so. It's really honestly a huge leap for me. I'm still definitely not comfortable showing my face or talking directly to the camera on YouTube, but I'm really pleased with how far I've come in terms of just being comfortable with my art and showing more of myself. There's always my limits. I did draw some people on this trip and I really didn't think they came out very well, so I did not include them. And I think it's okay to not always push yourself super hard and take the steps that you need to take and take your time. I had a really good time on this trip. It maybe wasn't my favorite cafe in the world, but it was good. So we're back home, and I'm just chilling with Zook and having some tea here. Thanks for watching. Bye.